Down this hallway to your left, second door on the right.
Thanks.
Mr. John, welcome to the interview for the janitorial position at our facility. Can you tell us about your previous experience in janitorial work?
Sure. I've cleaned offices, schools, and a fast food restaurant before. You know, the usual stuff.
Good. Now, let's get into the specifics of this job. Have you ever worked in a high security facility before?
Well, not exactly. I've cleaned places with security guards and all, but nothing too crazy.
What if I told you this job requires a unique approach to cleaning? We're responsible for maintaining cleanliness and order in a, let's say, specialized facility. Can you handle that?
Specialized? Like what? A supermax prison or something?
You could say that, but it's more peculiar. How would you deal with an unusual, unidentified substance while cleaning?
Well, I'd probably call my supervisor and report it, right?
What if you could identify the substance and your supervisor told you to handle it yourself?
I guess I'd wear gloves and a mask. You know, be careful.
What if I told you that substance started moving on its own?
Moving? Like, crawling or something?
Yes, precisely. How would you handle that?
I don't know. I'd maybe try to trap it and call for help.
Suppose you were cleaning your room and you suddenly heard voices whispering in a language you couldn't understand. What would you do?
Voices? I'd probably get out of there as fast as I could and report it.
What if when you tried to leave, the door you entered through was gone and the walls of the room started closing in on you?
That's not possible, right? I mean, what kind of place is this?
Mr. John, you're interviewing for a position at the SCP Foundation, responsible for containing and researching anomalous objects and entities. The situations we described are not only possible, but have occurred in our facilities. Can you handle that level of uncertainty and danger?
I didn't know. I thought this was just a regular prison. I don't think I can do this.
That's perfectly fine, Mr. John. We appreciate your honesty.
But remember, Mr. John, some things are better left unknown.
Follow me and I'll lead you back to your car. You shouldn't be too far.
There goes another one. Really need more staff. We're running on fumes here. We really need a new janitor. It's getting pretty grimy around the facility.
I'm sure we'll be able to pull through. The new department is working overtime trying to recruit new personnel to replace the ones we lost last time. Shouldn't be that hard.
Whatever the new department is doing isn't working. Feels like we're wasting resources on them when we should be allocating them towards beefing up security.
The reason why we don't have more security is because we don't have the manpower for it. Just give them a chance, won't you? Recruiting people is a long process, especially for the Foundation.
I still don't approve of them.
Ugh, my back hurts from sitting down so long. Want to head to the break room? I can't live without coffee.
Sure.
All right. By the way, how's testing on SCP-5094 going? Heard they're going to use it as a tool for teaching purposes?
Oh yeah, about that. We're thinking of creating an augmented reality machine in which SCP-5094 can act as an impromptu instructor to teach combat personnel the basics, and will eventually replace regular live round training to save ammunition.
Any luck on that yet?
So far, we've hooked up SCP-5094 to one of our AR goggles, but we're yet to work on the software for our controllers. We'll get there in a few weeks. At least, I hope so.
Good luck on that. I'm sure the guys down there in the R&D department can crack the code.
Now that we're here, what are you guys going to do for the holidays? I've been thinking of spending my time in Italy and taking a cycling tour.
I'm going to spend time with my family. I haven't seen them in 2 months. I'm sure my daughter is going to celebrate her birthday soon. What better gift than to come home and stay there for a week?
Lucky bastards. I'm going to be holed in here, stuck on overtime. No one's waiting for me at home anyways.
At least you don't have to deal with the in-laws, right?
In-laws. Yikes.
Dodged a bullet there. Though, I wouldn't mind the time off. After that containment breach, our workload has increased by a ton.
Tell me about it. Sometimes I feel like I practically live in this facility. At least we're working for the greater good of the world, right?
Right. I'm sure clerical jobs such as ours are definitely saving humanity.
Don't give me that. We're making a difference here. Even if we're sitting on our butts writing reports all day.
You're right. It's just all of this work has been piling on me, and I'm not in the right state of mind.
Hey, things are going to be just fine. We have our PTO soon, so we'll all be out of here by next week.
I've just been missing my family. I'm thinking of getting the wifey some flowers from the shop near my house. I think it'll be a nice surprise.
All personnel, there's a containment breach in the West Wing. All combat personnel are to head to Sector 2 and wait for briefing from their commanding officer. All remaining personnel are to head to the nearest breach shelter and wait until MTF units open the shelter.
Shoot.
Move, stick together.
Freak me. Another breach? I knew we needed more security. Where's the nearest shelter?
It's in Sector 1. Just follow me and stay quiet.
Gator class breach detected. All non-combat personnel, please report to the nearest breach shelter. Doors will be closing in T-minus 90 seconds.
We're almost there. Hold on. Just a bit further. The shelter's around the corner.
T-minus 60 seconds until shelter doors close. All personnel move quickly to designated shelters.
Hurry up. We can't afford to get caught out here.
Come on, we need to get inside before the door seals shut.
T-minus 30 seconds until shelter doors close. All personnel secure the entrance.
Hold on, we've got you.
We made it.
I can't believe this is happening again.
Shelter lockdown initiated. All personnel remain calm. Do not attempt to exit until further notice.
Thanks. I thought I was done for.
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's see if there's any information on what's going on.
Damn it. The cameras are down. We can't see what's happening outside.
Attention all shelter occupants. This is Site Director Mitchell. We are facing a severe containment breach. We are working to contain the situation, but it's crucial that everyone remains in the breach shelters until further notice.
Cadet class. That's bad news. We have at least 50 in our sight.
We just have to sit tight and wait for further instructions. They'll get this under control.
I should have never left my family.
We'll get through this. They've contained breaches before.
This is Site Director Mitchell. We are currently experiencing a Interclass Containment Breach, a sample of SCP-610. We were transporting through our site was compromised and infected personnel. All staff exposed to SCP-610 experiencing symptoms of infections are to terminate themselves through conventional means, either through firearms on hand or by incinerator. Infection is not a choice. Death is recommended.
SCP-610. Isn't that the flesh that hates?
Yeah, it's real nasty. If it's infected most of the staff here, we're in big trouble.
So, we're dealing with a highly infectious flesh-eating anomaly? Must be my lucky day.
Mobile Task Force Unit Epsilon 11, designated Nine-Tailed Fox, has entered the facility. All remaining survivors are advised to stay in the breach shelter or any other safe area until the unit has secured the facility. We'll start escorting the personnel out when the escaped SCPs have been recontained.
Oh, thank God. Our saviors have arrived. Out of all the units, Epsilon 11 has to be the cream of the crop. I guess I'll be seeing my family after all.
Are the cameras still down?
Let me check. Oh, they're up now. Let's see here. Anatoly?
Da.
Do we have any weapons on hand right now?
If I recall correctly, after the last containment breach, Site Command made it mandatory for all shelters, excluding the ones near CDC, to have weapons lockers and spare ammunition. Speak of the devil. There it is.
Why do we need these again?
Because of those. They're trying to break through our door.
I found some gas masks. Here, put these on. Can't risk breathing in those spores. You know, you two are very lucky to have a person who has first-hand experience with SCP-610. Make sure all exposed skin is covered by something. Even touching the damn things can infect you.
I don't think I can do this.
We don't have a choice, Lance. We either try to fight our way out of this, or become one of them.
Take these. You guys did attend the firearm training workshop, right?
Yeah, I did.
I've never held one before.
Now's your time to learn then. Here's a Mark 18. Feels the same as the basic M4s you used during the workshop with lighter. And Lance, here's a Glock 21. It's a pistol, doesn't have much kick to it, but you should be fine.
Okay, let's do this.
Brace yourselves. Aim for their heads and keep your distance. Fire!
Fall back to the corner. We'll make our stand there.
Lance, grab that radio.
Oh, okay.
This is Anatoly Sidorov, Bridge Shelter Alpha 6, Sector 1. 2 personnel are fighting. The ammunition is running low. Request for immediate support. We can't keep this up. We have to make a run for it.
Where? There's nowhere safe from.
We can't stay here. We have to rendezvous with Epsilon 11.
On my mark, you two make a run for it. I'll give you an order.
What about you? We can all make it out somehow.
I have my ways. Now, run!
Anatoly! We need to get out of here. Stick close to me, Lance.
We should have stayed put. We were safe in there.
Safe? There was no safe in there. Come on, just follow me. Keep moving, Lance. We need to find a way to link up with Epsilon 11 and get the hell out of here.
Well, what about Anatoly? Do you think he...
He bought us time. We can't afford to stop now. Epsilon 11! We're survivors! Is there a safe space around here?
Why did you shoot him?
Protocol dictates all personnel not in breach shelters be considered exposed and infected.
He was a survivor just like me. We were trapped in the shelter and we had no choice.
Exposure is exposure. I'm here to secure the facility, not evacuate safe stuff. Not remove your gas mask. That is an order.
No. You don't understand.
Exposure confirmed. Terminating subject.
This audio file you have just listened to is of Incident C-137, a Keter-class containment breach at site caused by SCP-610. SCP-610, also known as the flesh that hates, is a highly contagious disease. The following is a summary of SCP-610, including its containment procedures and a description. SCP-610 is an inherently difficult to contain due to its contagious nature, and containment efforts focus on quarantining infected areas and monitoring potential outbreaks. Containment zones are to be established around infected areas, and entry is strictly prohibited. A thorough analysis of individuals in contact with SCP-610 is conducted to identify and isolate infected individuals. All instances of SCP-610-1 are to be terminated and disposed of using incineration. SCP-610 is a contagious and highly destructive disease that primarily affects the skin and subcutaneous tissues of its victims. The disease manifests as a series of aggressive skin lesions and growths resembling various organic materials. These growths often form into grotesque, fleshy masses. SCP-610 is transmitted through physical contact with infected individuals, and even indirect exposure to the biological material produced by the disease can result in infection. Infected individuals, referred to as SCP-610-1, undergo a transformation where their bodies are consumed and replaced by the anomalous growths. The resulting entities exhibit minimal cognitive function and display aggressive and hostile behavior. SCP-610 has been observed affecting a wide range of organisms, including humans, animals, and even insects. Exploration into infected areas has revealed instances of anomalous structures and entities, indicating that SCP-610 has the ability to reshape the environment. Attempts to understand the origin of SCP-610 and develop a cure have been largely unsuccessful. Research and containment efforts are ongoing, as SCP-610 poses a significant threat not only due to its rapid spread, but also its ability to alter ecosystems and structures within affected regions. The breach was caused by a sample of SCP-610 being exposed in an accident during transportation to the scientific department. Over the course of 15 minutes, 10% of the site staff at site had been infected, approximately 190. This percentage grew exponentially to over 60% in a matter of 2 hours due to the CDC being a hot zone for the infected. 13 of the 30 breach shelters were compromised by SCP-610-1. Estimated 300 plus casualties. Some shelters were successful in their defense against the infected. All were terminated as per protocols for exposed personnel. Ethics Committee investigation of termination protocols is still in progress. After 2 weeks of sanitation and around-the-clock clearing efforts by a joint task force consisting of Epsilon 11, designated Nine-Tailed Fox, Beta 7, designated Maz Hatters, and Nu 7, designated Hammerdown, all of site was declared secured. After Incident C-137, a report stated that 80% of all personnel working and/or surrounding site were either KIA or MIA. No SCP-610 entities were detected outside site parameters. Site was stripped of its status as an active Foundation containment site, and all remaining SCPs relocated to nearby sites. Demolition is scheduled for 27. Cover stories were released to Foundation staff's families, stating that an ammunition stow located within the site exploded and caused a chain reaction to happen with the chemicals located in the scientific wing. Financial compensation for all affected persons is under consideration by the O5 Council. That is all. You are now dismissed.